I'm going to sit here right now and look into the camera and ask Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan, anybody to can they still bring the charges against them? They can indeed. Okay, lock the guy up for the same amount of time that Peter went to jail for.
Get him at an airport.
The whole point.
Put him in leg shackles.
One of the key takeaways from I went to prison so you want to have to is this. If we don't hold them accountable, they will do it again and again and again. What we've got to do.
This is what they've always been doing.
What we have to do. Yeah.
Since the 50s.
With all due respect.
I am all with you, Tim. I want these people investigated, subpoenaed, and if they did what they did, and I know they did it, put them in jail.
But let me just clarify. You say if we don't hold them accountable, they'll do it again. I have to clarify if in any way Democrats are welcome back into power. Look.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't.
Right. We can't give them that power.
They let in an estimated, I'm using the low estimate, 10 million illegal immigrants and granted them limbo status. This is massively destructive to any culture, any society.
And economy.
They put you and Steve Bannon in prison. Merrick Garland got away with it. He pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. Joe Biden pardoned his son. We have seen them charge Donald Trump with false felonies and brag about it. They arrested Trump's lawyers. This is the most shocking and egregious thing people need to understand. The Democrats in, I think, Wisconsin and Georgia arrested Donald Trump's lawyers for daring to give him representation. Mm-hmm. You had, what was the name? Jenna
Ellis.
Jenna Ellis, was that right?
Yeah.
She was charged with 2 counts of RICO. Why? Trump had requested that she, as a lawyer, draft a letter. She did. They tried to lock her up. She cries, begging, like a coward, I might add.
Yes.
But still. They went after her, and then she dropped to her knees and please, she begged, don't hurt me anymore. The fact that Democrats charged Trump's lawyers should have told you exactly what time it is in this country.
Tim, let me make this point, okay? Again, I went to prison so you won't have to. Every person that I served with in the Trump White House, every single person, Tim, paid a price. On one end, if they didn't go to jail or get indicted, it was hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars of legal fees. Okay, it's the Dan Scavinos and the Mark Meadows. Mike Flynn cost him $7 million. Or they tried to take, and they're taking away the bar cards of Jeff Clark and John Eastman, or they bankrupted Rudy Giuliani. As you said, they put me and Steve Bannon in prison. People forget they wanted to put Donald Trump in prison for 700 years. And on the other end, of course, they tried to kill the boss twice, and they got my dear brother, Charlie Kirk. This is what they do, okay? This is what they do. We cannot give them back power because they will abuse it. And people have to understand that this justice system is broken. If you have justices ascending into the hierarchy simply for their political affiliations, bad shit's going to happen. And it's happening, Shane.
Rewind to Arctic Frost. Who were they surveilling? TPUSA. They were looking into TPUSA.
And Republican senators.
And senators.
And Mike Pence and Donald Trump and everybody in between.
And the justice system's totally destroyed. I mean, talking about
it's a fishing expedition.
how they stripped you of your defense. Yeah. I mean, think about all the reporters who were at J6 who they didn't allow to even show press credentials.
Let me lay that out.
Let's talk about the media. Let's talk about the fake case against Tenet, me, Benny Johnson, and Dave Rubin.
Yeah.
And I'll stress this. You can say whatever you want about me, okay? Dave Rubin had a show where he reacted to comedy viral videos. It was in no way political. He left after a year, and they falsely try to claim, they lie and manipulate, claiming that Dave was spreading Russian propaganda. The show we licensed, The Culture War, we debate dating, we debate theology. We had a debate on geocentrism. Yes. And they lied. This case that was launched by Democrats was shut down about a month and a half, 2 months after they launched it without evidence. They fabricated evidence using false context, dropped it a couple months later, and then said nothing to the press. These people are willing to do
lawyer fees. That's what they get you.
Of course.
They don't give a shit if they put you behind bars. It's a bonus. If they got me behind bars, it was a bonus. But if they simply strip you of your money and your livelihood, that's a victory for them, sir.
Exactly.
So right now in Portland, Judges are ruling, the local police are arresting conservatives. They are ruling on the side of Antifa. The media is running cover for them, claiming Antifa doesn't even exist. And we're seeing this wave of propaganda. Let me show you this. Let's jump to the story. We've got this from the New York Times. Among Portland protests, it's frogs and sharks and bears, oh my. Images of anarchists clad in black gave the city a bad name in 2020. Now demonstrators in Portland are poking fun at Trump's apocalyptic talk with colorful animal suits. Now, the sad thing is, the left is a faction begging for your ignorance.
Yeah.
They see images of unicorns and frogs and they go, what is this? It's a silly little protest. They don't realize that these people are actually violent extremists who have put these costumes on to make it harder for regular people who are just browsing the news to understand what is happening. Here's a video for you to help you understand what's happening. This is out of, I believe, Chicago, where far leftists attacked Nick Shirley and what appears to be a DHS officer. This is them running full speed. We'll skip over the loud noise. I believe is that a DHS guy? Police vehicle pulls up. Yep, federal agent gets inside. Nick Shirley jumps in as well. Smacks the vehicle.
Mexican flag.
Yep. Let me tell you guys. I'm going to bring the point up again. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the show when I said I don't care about the worst of the worst criminals. There's a story right now that Democrats are sharing about some Indian guy who went to jail wrongly for 44 years, was just exonerated. And upon being exonerated, he was then quickly arrested and sent to be deported back to, I think, India, where he hadn't lived since he was like 9 or 9 months. I don't know. The point they're making is because this person was wrongly imprisoned and in prison, he is now no longer subject to the law. What we are seeing is, I describe this as the I Am Legend phenomenon, which I've used as an example a million times, probably somewhat incorrectly, but the analogy I use still stands. Simple version is a guy is a vampire hunter. He goes during the day, finds the vampires in their coffins, stakes them and kills them. Over a long enough period of time, the vampires keep spreading. He's losing his battle. Eventually, one day, every single person in society in America are vampires. He is now the strange creature. They tell stories of the evil boogeyman who lurks during sunlight when no one's awake and kills you in your sleep. He has become the monster, despite at one point being the hero of a society. What we're looking at with this video of them with Mexican flags smacking a police vehicle, or in the video described earlier where the alleged illegal immigrant, so we don't know what the resolution of this case was, is screaming ayúdame, and they actually intervene and help the man escape police. DHS gives up and walks away.
Yeah.
You are seeing people who are outright saying, your police have no jurisdiction here. Mm-hmm. We don't respect their authority. We don't even view them as meaningful law enforcement. If you bring in, let's put it simply. It's the analogy I use for roommates all the time. Okay, you and your roommate order, or every Friday you say, what should we order for dinner? And then you discuss it. You decide to order pizza. Bring in 5 people from Chinatown and they say, we want orange chicken. And then you're like, well, it doesn't matter. You're not getting pizza ever again. Your will is no longer relevant because the majority has told you what they will take from you. With what Biden did, and not just Biden, but to an extent Obama, but with what Biden did over the past 4 years, bringing in 10, and the high estimate is 20 million people. You now have many. You think it's 20?
It's 20.
So many illegal immigrants in Chicago, for instance, that when ICE shows up with 5 guys to be like, we're going to arrest this illegal immigrant, 300 illegal immigrants go, no, you're not. He's our neighbor. Mm-hmm. You don't operate here anymore. Zoran Mamdani, a great example, in his campaign said, we will protect our community from them. Outright saying to the national American voter who voted for Trump to enforce the law, we are not a part of your country. We are not one with your people. The illegal immigrants are us, and we are taking power in your cities, and we will stop your president from enforcing the law.
The most frightening thing I saw when Biden was in office from a macroeconomist point of view was official government statistics coming out, basically saying there'd be a certain amount of jobs created. But the net was this. You had 500,000 American citizens losing their job and over 1 million, close to 2 million illegal aliens taking those jobs. How does that happen in this country. And it's not just the jobs they take, it's the wages that they depress. I mean, from my point of view, what I do in the White House, it's like manufacturing and job creation. It's like it's the worst nightmare when you're trying to create prosperity in a country and you're bringing in an unlimited source of labor supply to bid down and push people out. I mean, come on. It's just...
You know, I completely agree, and I think functionally that debate we were having a couple of years ago was extremely important. But I'm actually worried about something else at this point.
I see that, and I'm with you on that. We talked about that a little earlier.
That's people marching down the street with Mexican flags, saying that this country is theirs now.
Yeah.
So many people were let in illegally who do not share our values. They're basically telling us they have colonized us. And I agree with the left. No more colonization. How about that? We all agree colonization is bad. Let's keep America, America, enforce our laws. All of these immigrants are welcome to apply legally and enter our country in a nice single file line.
Well, no, Tim, because here's the thing. Even if your ancestors have been here 100 years, 200 years, 3, even 400 years, longer than that, you're living on stolen land, but someone who crossed the border yesterday is an American and they belong here.
Yep. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.